Now the news, now the latest update coming in from Rajasthan's farmer protests. Farmer leader Amra and 178 other farmers yesterday evening. Amra was given a grand welcome, we understand, at the blockade site in Sikar, hurt by the Rajasthan government's decision of not allowing them to enter Jaipur. He made a scathing attack on Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje. That's the latest update coming in on Rajasthan's farmer protests there. Farmer leader Amra there receiving a grand welcome. On your screens right now, Amra and 178 other farmers were released from jail last evening. In fact, on your screens right now, you'll see that he was given a grand welcome at the blockade site in Sikar. However, the leader, of course, is hurt by the Rajasthan government's decision of not allowing over 178 farmers to enter Jaipur. He made a scathing attack on Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje. Farmer leader Amra and 178 other farmers were released from jail last evening, and the farmer leader getting a grand welcome in Sikar.
हमेशा अखिल भारतीय किसान सभा ने शांतिपूर्वक आंदोलन करके जन शक्ति के आधार पे राजस्थान की सरकारों को झुकाया है। पहली बार राजस्थान की वसुंधरा सरकार ने जिस तरह का सामंतशाही रोल किया है, किसानों को सैकड़ों की संख्या में जो गिरफ्तार करके उसकी किसान की आवाज दबाना चाहती थी, जयपुर में नहीं घुसने दिया। हम राजस्थान की भारतीय जनता पार्टी को राजस्थान की विधानसभा का 2018 में मुंह नहीं देखने देंगे। कल का जो चक्का जाम है उसको हम स्थगित करते हैं। हमारा संघर्ष जारी रहेगा।
Arvind now joins us on the phone line. Arvind, Amra and 179 others, after being released from jail, were not allowed to enter Jaipur. This, of course, has not gone down well with the leader who made a scathing attack saying that Jaipur is not bought in dowry, but it belongs to farmers.
Yes, that's right. Farmers in Rajasthan were angry, and they got angrier when these farmers leaders was not allowed inside the capital Jaipur. They were scheduled to protest in front of the state assembly on Thursday, but the police crackdown by Vasundhara Raje government had ensured that no farmer leader enters, and there was no protest of farmers in front of assembly on Thursday itself. So clearly that has not gone well with the farmers, and then they started sitting, they started the blockade at the Sikar bypass there on Jaipur-Bikaner highway. But after these all leaders have been released, there seems to be some back channel talk with the government, and that is why the blockade at the Sikar has now been withdrawn. But what Amra has said, that their protests would continue, because what they want is the farm loan waiver for all the farmers, and not for the farmers who have taken up to 50,000 loan from the cooperative. So clearly no issue has been resolved, but as far as the blockade at the Jaipur-Bikaner highway is concerned, it would be lifted. But what farmers in Rajasthan are saying, that their protests would continue, and they would show black flags to ministers and the MLAs or BJP whenever they visit their constituency or any villages dominated by these farmers. Back to you.
Also, Arvind, what is the next course of action by these farmers? What is expected? Because the other contention that the farmers had, of course, is that now that the polls are over, has the government really forgotten them?
Look, it is up to the Vasundhara Raje government to announce any farm loan waivers. It could and it can, but the agitation of farmers is going to continue, because this agitation is part of the All India Kisan Sabha agitation going in Faridabad. So obviously these agitations are going to intensify, but the concentration would be in Faridabad. And in the Rajasthan context, the farmers have already announced that they would not let the BJP MLAs and the ministers entered into their villages. So clearly there is going to be some kind of repercussion, but it would be in more of a political sense than highlighting the plight of the farmers, because the elections in Rajasthan are due in December 2018. So clearly all the rhetoric are going to be more political than the real sense to benefit the farmers on the ground.
All right, Arvind, many thanks for getting us those details. And like Arvind was pointing out, Former leader Amra and 178 other farmers were released from jail yesterday evening, but the leader, of course, making a scathing remark on Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje's government. But the crisis that the farming sector and our farmers have been facing across the country has been put under the spotlight. Clearly, farmers from across the country are on the streets imploring the government to bear and hear their pleas. Farmers are asking the elected governments if they have forgotten the Kisans now that polls are not around the corner.
India's farmers' anger spills out onto the streets. Our Annadata cries out for help, but protest after protest is ignored by multiple governments.
रण सज चुका है दिल्ली में, अब युद्ध आर पार का होगा। सरकार जब तक हमारे इस पे अमल नहीं करेगी, जब तक हमारा आंदोलन जारी रहेगा, चाहे कुछ भी हमको करना पड़े।
राष्ट्रीय राजमार्गों को घेरने का काम करेंगे और जब तक नहीं उठेंगे तब तक हमारे नेताओं को रिहा नहीं कर दिया जाता, हमारी मांगे मान नहीं ली जाती, 50,000 रुपए का कर्जा माफ नहीं कर दिया जाता।
In Rajasthan, despite the massive crackdown by state and police, thousands of farmers took to the streets for the third day in protest, demanding loan waiver, asking for implementation of the Swaminathan Committee report and a fair price for their produce.
After facing 2 days of police crackdown, these farmers has now hardened their stand there, and they have announced that from Saturday onwards there would be the complete chakka jam.
Not just Rajasthan, farmers from Haryana also took to the streets. Their cry for help not very different.
सरकार की गलत नीतियों के कारण किसान कर्जवान हुआ है, उसका कर्ज मुक्त किया जाए, माफी हम नहीं चाहते।
हम सत्ता में आने के बाद डॉक्टर MS स्वामीनाथन रिपोर्ट लागू करेंगे। सत्ता में आने के बाद हम किसानों के उनकी लागत के आधार पर 50% लाभांश के साथ उनकी फसलों का दाम देंगे। इन दोनों मांगों से सरकार मुकर गई है।
Desperate for a fair price for their produce, the farmers say their protests will continue despite the police crackdown.
Different farm organizations from across the country who have come together here in Faridabad. There are farmers from Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, many other states who have come here under one umbrella to raise their voice against the kind of problems that the farm community is facing with the kind of agrarian crisis that the country is facing today.
Across the nation, farmer anger is rising, yet government after government is playing deaf. On Mirror Now, as we continue our campaign to save our farmers, we ask tonight, is there no place for the Annadata in New India?